Here's your chance to finally find the love of your life. You need to come on my show and be a contestant. You can either be the Bachelor or the Bachelorette. We'll set up 3 contestants to go ahead and try to win your love and affection. We're going to have all types of different challenges and games on the show. Make sure you guys tune in for more details. This is going to be fun. Hopefully we can go ahead and get the show piloted and then potentially make some money on this. But to entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Again, that's, are you following my finger? at2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Make sure you send me an email if you would like to either be a contestant or be the actual bachelor or bachelorette on the show. All right, y'all. Deuces. All right, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? I am having internet issues. My internet is not working, but I have 2 lovely ladies here to help me out. Before I go ahead and introduce them, I wanted to say, you guys, we're just going to have an open and honest conversation. I titled this Emergency Town Hall. This town hall is for women. I felt that in order to have an honest conversation, I would need 2 other women to actually join the panel, because the curious question is, why won't they leave? Like, why won't they just leave? What's going on? You know, we're going to discuss Derrickjaxn and his wife, Danaia, and see, you know, why won't she just leave? Or is this a whole business plot? But let me introduce my first guest. Coming on to the show is Heidi. Heidi, welcome to the show.
Heidi. Why won't she leave? I'm ready.
And then let me go ahead and get Yvette on here. Y'all already know who she is. What's up, Yvette? Thank you for joining the show.
What's up, everybody? AT2 Heidi.
Hi, sweetie.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm well, guys. I'm just trying to actually get better. I'm up, so you know.
What's wrong?
I've had a cold since about Sunday, but I've still been going to work. I just couldn't go in Saturday. But it's getting a little better. It just at night, you know, sometimes it's worse. It's not COVID, thank God. So I'm just trying to get my voice back.
Yeah. I talked to you earlier. You didn't sound this bad. I guess at night it gets worse.
It gets worse, yeah. Hey, babes. Yeah,
it gets worse.
You got that cold in your throat, as they say.
You got something in there.
I'm out of Snoop Dogg wine. That's the problem. I gotta go get some wine.
Oh my God. Well, we are going to go ahead and get into it. As you guys know, there's been this whole situation with Derrickjaxn. He got caught cheating. He finally admitted it. First, he tried to say, you know, he didn't have relations in that kind of way. It was more like a just kicking it or hanging out. And then finally, he just had to admit it. He was like, you know, sex and other things. And then since then, you know, his wife has been by his side. But is that really by choice, or is it like she feels like she's forced to, or what's up? You know, let's go ahead and start out with the first thing, because when I was doing a review about it, a lot of people were talking about how she had her bonnet on and the way she was dressed. And it's something that as a man, I wouldn't even have put 2 and 2 together, because What I was focusing on is more her emotional state rather than what she was wearing. But a lot of people were uncomfortable about what she was wearing. So I'm gonna start out with you first, Heidi. What did you think about the whole bonnet and everything?
Sister wives.
It was pretty much sister wives for you.
Sister wives.
Hey Yvette, what did you think about what she had on and what she was wearing?
I thought it was an actress, a stand-in actress. I'm like, this can't be his wife. Like, he just go pluck somebody. Like,
oh my God.
I'm sorry.
That's what you got from it. It must have been a stand-in or something.
No, but AT2, you have to look at the way she was dressing before, you know, and I'm going to say she dressed a lot more like she was comfortable with herself. And then she started downplaying how she looked, like she got that beat down look. You know how you see a woman that's just beat down and she has no more self-esteem. She's not doing anything to take care of herself. I've known a few women in relationships like that the husband just steady berates them, and they just get to the point where, you know, they just give up. And that's, even when I saw her video, I was looking at her like this. I'm like, really? Really? She's trying to quote the Bible. Really?
Right.
No.
Do you think religion had something to do with the way she was kind of dressed and why she was so, as you would say, modest? What about you, Yvette? I'm going to start with you first.
Nah, I don't think religion had anything to do with it at that point. It's almost if he just went upstairs, dragged her, and said, "Look, just sit down. I gotta say something." She wasn't prepared, and then from listening to about an hour ago, I was over there on Tashak's page and just listening to some of that foolishness going on. It's like, this is really crazy.
Yeah.
Either
Sorry
she's
to cover you up, Heidi, but I just wanted to put this right here.
Either she is aware, like so many women, of what their men do. Just the fact that he don't get caught, they okay with it. But it's been exposed now. So from her sitting there, that's what I gathered. Like, y'all ain't telling me nothing I don't already know. You know.
Oh,
yeah. She's been knowing. She's been knowing. She's not a stupid woman. And you know, the saying is, a woman knows her man just like a woman knows her child.
Yeah.
So she knows. Now, maybe the extent of the relationships and what he was doing, you know, not just these little one nights, but these little relationships, because these are not one nights, you know.
Right.
She knew. She knew. And if you look at the women, he has a type. He has a particular type.
Yeah, he liked the model type.
Yep. Everything.
He likes the big boobies, the big booty, all that.
She's for breeding, they're for playing.
Right. Ooh. That's a good one, Heidi.
Ooh. You said for breeding. Oh, man. Dang, Heidi, I didn't know you was going to go in like that.
She is.
Let me go ahead and start out with you first, Heidi. Do you think that she wants to leave that relationship, or she's happy where she's at?
No, she's not happy where she's at. You got to remember they have two young kids, you know, and to her, I think walking away would be failure. And then she's giving up something that everybody else seems to want. So as long as she's there, she's still reaping the benefits. She loves to travel. She likes to do all these other things. But, you know, I'm gonna put it like this. It's just like Bill Cosby and his wife. She knew exactly what he was doing, and she was still there. He just got caught, just like he got caught. This is not a dumb woman. Because if you notice, and it was brought up on All About the Tea, and I saw when Tasha K broke it, you know, but I saw them going back and forth a few weeks back when he called her out. And I said, no, you don't want to do that. Because I knew when he called her, she was going to answer him.
Right.
You
And
know,
she definitely
she
answered
answered and
him.
she came with the receipt. So, you know, and then he was like, you know, black men don't cheat. Where the hell you been? It's not, I'm just sorry. And, you know, but she doesn't, it's not that she wants to be with him. She's comfortable with the lifestyle that she has. Maybe she's not, maybe she's fine that he's hopping on something else and she don't have to be bothered with it as long as she gets to do what she wants to do.
Hey, that could be. So Yvette, do you think that he's with her for, I mean, she's with him for convenience? I mean, she doesn't want to switch up her lifestyle, right?
Absolutely. You guys got to remember, people will do anything for fame and fortune these days. That's including enter into a marriage. They living in separate bedrooms, aka Bill Clinton and Hillary. I'm sure they ain't shared a bedroom together in about 50 years. Okay?
I'm gonna say 40. I'm gonna give them 40.
Allegedly.
40 years.
Allegedly.
So let me tell you something. It's crazy that some people, the lengths that they'll go through. She's probably comfortable. He's out there on the forefront making them coins.
Right,
then here come the little coochies. She's okay with it. It might be a contract thing. You understand what I'm saying? She might get her coins and I don't care. I ain't screwing them, but but for certain reasons anyway. You just never know what is going on in people's bedroom. It's crazy.
Right. It gives me very Hillary and Bill Clinton vibes. I don't want to say that they haven't allegedly slept in the same bed in 40 years, but it does seem like an arrangement has been already done. And that's why this isn't phasing her at all,
But it is phasing her because now it's, she knew about it. She is suspect. She had to know something, but now it's smack dab in the public. Then when he went after John Gray with all his discretions, did you see how John Gray came back at him?
Yeah, no. I did see that.
John Gray said, he said, what did he say? He said, so you came at me. I didn't have, he said, I had receipts, but I never slept with any of them. He went at him in the, on IG. Yes,
right.
John Gray went
Derrick had to apologize. He's like, I was just talking, and just the narcissism of Derrick. I don't know if y'all seen, but he did a reaction video to his apology video. Did y'all see that? Yvette, what did you think about that?
I just was like, this dude is a clown. He's trying to save face. You guys got to remember, he got all kinds of endorsement deals, book deals, aka Kevin Samuel thing going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate that a lot of stuff. He got something going on with TD Jakes. I'm sure that's off the table.
I forgot about Kevin Samuels. Oh, that man hurts me.
The TD Jakes deal, that's probably off the table as we know of it now. I don't think he gonna rock with that. But it seems like a lot. I know there's been information out there that she's allegedly a part of a cult or was in a cult. It was a very religious thing, and it was very weird. I did see a couple of videos.
But when did she get into this cult? Because if you look at the way she used to dress, when did she become a part of this cult?
That's a good question.
That's what I want to know. Any man that does a reaction video to his apology, you know who he reminded me of, and I hate to say it like this, but Pastor Holy Whore, Jamal Bryant.
That's who he reminded you of?
I'm serious. That's who he reminded me of. It's like he's narcissistic. Everything's about him. And when they were sitting there holding hands, I really wanted to throw something at him because he's such a prick. She's sitting there like this.
And you know what, Heidi? That puts, when you said Pastor Jamal Bryant, look how he's back with his ex-wife. You understand what I'm saying? The one that's actually on the actual TV show Giselle.
Giselle.
She's all about the fame and fortune right now. You see
Yep.
what I'm getting at? He done went out and made hundreds of children.
Hundreds of children. How do we know Derrick don't have any kids? That's another relationship. He reminds me of Holy Whore and Giselle. He goes out and sleeps here, sleeps there, and she's going to be right there because she can't make the relationship last because she still wants Jamal Bryant. So he must be seriously. He must have
they want that
9 or 10 kids. Shit.
They want that status. They want them coins. You know, they want that prestige. That's what it's about. You know, I'm just like, wow.
Well, and he doesn't feel the need to go to counseling. What did she say? They went to counseling. What? You went to counseling since 3 days and now y'all are making things work.
They said the last 6 months has been good, allegedly. So, you know, in a relationship for a woman, is money really everything? Because that's what I'm getting the vibe. Money is everything. Let me start out with you first, Heidi. Is money everything in a relationship?
No, it's not for me. I've walked away from money twice already. It's not for me. Money doesn't buy me happiness. I'm not going to tolerate disrespect, and I'm not going to just tolerate bullshit and lies. So no, it's not about the money.
Right. And Beth is right. The new mistress did claim that she was pregnant at a certain point too. And there's a gag order out, so she can't even talk anymore.
She can't even talk about it. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's sad. Because you look at, you know, they said she was at her mother and father's house. I want to know, what does her mother have to say? What does her father have to say about what's going on? Because it's not just her. I mean, it's her relationship. But if they're reaping the benefits of the fruit of the evil that they're going to be good with it too. Girl, stick with your man. He going to take care of you and them kids. Yeah, girl.
Right. And Yvette, what about for you? Is money everything in a relationship? You've answered this before, but I'll let you do it again.
Yeah, absolutely not. You know, the first and most important thing that I've stated before with women, you have to establish your own independency. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. You know, your status should never rely on whether a man can take care of you. That's you know, nowadays we're not back in the 1800s where he went out all day long, 2-3 days gone trying to bring money home. No, it works both ways. This is 2021. I can understand if you're sick and you can't do certain things, but there are rules to everything right now. You can't expect somebody to fully support you while you sit around and just twiddle your thumbs all day. I mean, I've always been independent, and I would just feel, you know, Lord and low if I could not support myself. You know, so
even though we don't know
money, though. I'm sorry, it's not just about the money. I think it has to do with the fact of her feeling as a wife, as a mother. You know, it's her self-esteem. You know what I mean? So, you know, you can see she's broken. You see she's broken. Yeah. But I don't think she has the strength to break that family up. And he knows that. And he's the one that's doing the scriptures now. You remember what the Bible says. So she's going back and reading. If you watch her on her live on IG, you can see in her eyes, her spirit, she's broken. She's broken.
Wow.
I definitely can see that. Yeah, you are right about that. I feel that she is broken. So question, because like I like how Yvette brought it up about the whole, you know, twiddling your thumbs and all that stuff. How do you feel about the whole being a housewife in 2021? I'm gonna start out with you, Heidi. How do you feel about being a housewife, or have you ever been a housewife before?
I tried it. I did. And as soon as my kids started school, I went back to college. I got a part-time job. Next thing I know, I liked the freedom and it was time to go. Adios, gotta go. Don't care about the money. I just need it. You know the song, what is it? Free. I Just Gotta Be Free by Denise Williams.
Yeah.
And then, and then the song by Cameo, what is the other one? Those are my theme songs when I walked out the door. I had theme music. I'm leaving you for me. Leaving you for me.
Right. And Yvette, what about for you? Because we all know you working hard, you've been in the game for a long time. Have you ever been a housewife, or what is your overall um thoughts about being a housewife? And I'll tell you why I'm asking this question afterwards.
Yeah, first off, let me say shout out to all the housewives out there, the
Yep,
ones that are actually out there being moms and things
yep.
like that. I'm just saying,
Mhm.
speaking from my own perspective, the person that I am, I could never just sit around all day long because I know me. You know what I'm saying? So let me apologize just in case anybody, I might have said it wrong. But shout out to, because I mean, when you're at home, sometimes a woman at home, she does cook, clean, take care of the kids
Everything.
and things like that. That is a full-time job.
Yep, it
Absolutely.
is.
But it is not the job for me. Especially in the relationship I'm in. I'm never gonna be one sitting around.
Mm-mm.
I'm too creative of a person. I want to always have my own
Yep,
things to fall back on, period. Something in my name, a bank account or two, you know what I'm saying?
yep.
So,
You're right.
yeah.
Right. And I just want to say something, and I'm not like mad at anybody or anything like that. I don't want you to think that. But I see a couple of comments about, being a housewife, it's a lot of work and stuff like that.
Mhm.
We're not diminishing anybody. We
Yep.
ain't saying like,
Right.
oh, you lazy son of a gun and all
No,
that.
not
We're
that.
not saying that. No. What
Mm-mm.
my
Right.
point was about asking that was the whole theory about how maybe the housewife gets bored and maybe she feels incomplete. I
Mhm.
know for a lot of women, they kind of feel like, man, if I just had my own career or I did this, sometimes they end up with regret, not focusing on them. And it seems
Yep.
that the woman is always expected to give up everything. Is that a
Mhm.
thing? Heidi, before you answer that, let me read this comment from Rasha. She said,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing about women. I have been married years, but I have to have my own career and money and hobbies. If the marriage ended, I could still succeed. The other generation felt yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes. Mhm.
definitely.
Okay.
Why is the woman expected to give up everything, Heidi?
See, I can't say the woman is expected to give up every. It depends. Oh Lord, relationship. It depends on how you go into that relationship. How you
Mhm.
start a relationship is how it's going to end, if it ends.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I come from my grandmother with 10, she raised 10 kids. She was home. She cooked, she
Mhm.
cleaned. So we had
Mhm.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then supper. And I'm serious.
Mhm.
4 meals. You know, my mom, when she and my dad were together, housewife. Then she decided she wanted her
Mhm.
career. She went to school, got her degree, and this was when they separated. She wanted something besides being dependent on someone else. Me, I'm
Mhm.
the same way. I wanted it. I was there for my kids. And then when they went back to school, there's only so much shopping I can do. I was
Mhm.
bored, so I wanted to go back to school. I went to school. Then I'm like, what am I going to school for? What am I going to do with this degree? And then I started looking to do other things. That caused a point of contention in the marriage because he wanted me to be home. He kept telling me he bought everything, he paid everything.
Mhm.
But yet I didn't have myself work to me because I was
Mm.
always home when my kids came home. I set my
Mhm.
work hour, my school hours were, was around my kids. So, it depends on how you start a relationship. And that's what I told my sons about when they were dating before they got married. However you start that relationship, if you
Mhm.
start it with lies, it's going to end with lies.
Yeah.
Mm. That's
And
true.
that's the way I've always been. And I tell them all the time, if you were with a man that was cheating on his wife and you guys get together, he's doing the same damn thing to you.
Absolutely.
Right. And Yvette, did you grow up with having examples of, stay at home moms and stuff like that? Or did you come from a working family?
Well, unfortunately, like I shared with both of you guys, my mom wasn't really in the home.
Mm-hmm.
So at 13 years old, I, was pretty much on my own. I mean,
Mhm.
I was a 13-year-old with my own apartment. I told the guy that I was 21, so he rented it out. I could talk a good game, But
Oh
I've always
wow.
had that mindset, I
You've
swear to
been a
goodness,
hustler, huh?
I've been a hustler,
Hustling.
okay? I makes it work. But what I'm saying is I've watched women in my family build men up. I'm talking
Yep.
about helping them fix their
Hmm.
credit. You know what I'm saying? Supporting him while he goes to work. And then
Yep.
when they get on the good foot and high road, they leave you right on behind. I've watched several women in my family
Yep.
build men up and they roll out to the next chick already made. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
true, AT2. I'm serious. If you watch it, I mean, I see women that's been married 15, 20 something years,
Hmm.
25 years. And then you find out that he's been seeing this one woman for 8 years and got a child. You know what I mean? This happened recently before COVID. One of my, it's just, but we would joke around. If we would say, if we saw your husband out with somebody, would you want to know? She just
Ooh.
somebody told her.
Wow.
She didn't believe it. She goes over to the house and damn near tore the door off to get at him. And he had bought this woman this house that they were in. His name is on
Wow.
it.
Wow.
He traveled a
Oh
lot.
man.
He traveled a lot. So that's what I'm saying. And she was broken, and it was really bad. And then she took him back for like 4 months. And I'm just sitting there going, That's all I could say was, She
Yeah.
took him back. And then he left again because he couldn't see his new kid. The other kids were getting ready to graduate and go to college. So
Right.
he left.
Right. Well, hell, you kind of expedited to the next topic.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of women that are in relationships and they get cheated on and they seem so forgiven, where I know for us men, if she's cheating on us, we out. We out. We don't even think twice about it. We gone. So I'm gonna start out with you, Yvette. Why do you think that is? Like, why the woman is so forgiven and she'll tough it out and stick around, and why won't she just leave?
I can't honestly answer that. I'm gonna have to leave that one to Heidi. Cause see, I'm just like a man, I guess, cause I be out. I don't
I'm
even
a
give
man
you time.
too.
I don't have no understanding. I only go by what you tell me. Your word is everything to me. And
Mm,
once it goes away from that, I guess I have a man mentality. I'm sorry. Some things I'm just not one of those chicks, but I understand it,
I'm the wrong one to answer that because I got a man's mentality too. I'm out. Seriously.
oh,
I'm out. That's with my previous relationship, engaged for 10 years, and you're talking to other women, not
Oh,
sleeping with them,
Rasha.
but you're talking to them. And I'm telling you, no,
mm.
you keep doing it, so I need to show you who I really am. And I just walked out. So no, I don't tolerate that. So no, I can't help you with that. She couldn't be me because she'll have a heel in his forehead, a knot over here. He'll be hurting
Somebody
bad.
say they must be a man too.
Yeah,
Oh,
Right. Tasha said she must
for
be a man
men,
too.
for men, they look at women as their property, and don't say you don't. Because if another man is with a woman that you're sleeping with, you don't want to touch her anymore. But it's okay for you to go dip. But let a woman that you're with cheat on you. Oh my God, it's like the
the
clouds.
end of the world.
Oh my God.
Right. And Heidi, we talked about this in the DM. We can't talk any further or go into detail or mention any names, but we kind of
Right.
talked about this because I was like, I'm gonna leave her alone. But we'll talk about that later. But anyway,
Got you.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask the chat because I've seen a few people like Natasha say, I must be a man then because she said she out. So how many of you ladies have been in a relationship where you forgiven your man for cheating multiple times? Press 1 if yes, you have. Press 2 if no, you don't play that. 1 and done. Let's go ahead and do a countdown, y'all. Okay, I'm actually surprised. A lot of them said one and done. But Deb, I agree with you on this. Derrick is an exception, but yeah, black men don't cheat. But moving on.
What did Dad say? Wait a minute.
Like, damn, it's true.
But moving on.
That's what Derrick said. Black men don't cheat. As he's sitting there like this. Come get it.
But anyway, it does seem like everyone in the chat is more like a one and done. I'm out. But have you ever had any friends that get cheated on multiple times, and you're all like, why are you staying? Like, what's going on? I have a lot of female friends, and I'm all like, wait, so you just gonna stay with him, and he gonna keep cheating on you? And it's all like, but I love him. I'm gonna start out with Yvette first. Have you been in that scenario before?
Absolutely. I got a lot of friends. I don't knock them. I ain't calling no names, but they don't give a damn what he doing. Their bills are getting paid. Obviously the chick ain't getting much. I'm like, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them be like, they don't care what he out there doing, as long as he bring them coins home. I'm saying to myself, well, all right now,
Right. Rasha said Derrick, Kevin Hart, Tiger Woods, they all have that cheat face.
All of them. Don't forget Steve Harvey. He's in there too. Look, Bill Clinton, Bill Cosby, all of them. Put them all in there.
Right. And Heidi, what about you? Have you had friends that you try to help out and they still with that man?
Well, I told you she took him back, and then if it wasn't for him leaving, she would have still been with him, and then we got to sit there and hear her crying. And I have no damn sympathy, because I'm like, are you kidding me? It's not like you needed him for anything, because she's got a great career, but it was the fact. And oh my God, the bad part was the woman used to come to the house for parties.
Oh no. So it was somebody they knew. Oh, wow.
I had suspicions, because I'm serious. I had suspicions. And it just so happened that, somebody saw him and told her. She was like, oh no. And then when she asked him, he lied and said he was someplace else. Then she got suspicious. Then she started looking. When you look, seek, and you shall find.
Right.
Hey, everybody.
And so do you tell your friend that they're getting cheated on, or do you just keep it to yourself? Heidi, go first.
Honestly, I would, but only if they ask me.
Okay.
That happened. Only if they ask me, did you meet the person? Have you seen the person? So then you put me in a spot, because I got to tell the truth.
Right. Because you're right, Beth. They turn it around on you and be like, oh, they blame it on you. And it's like, wait, I was just trying to help you out. So that's why I keep my mouth shut. But Yvette, what about you? Do you tell your friend, or you just let it go on its own?
I absolutely don't get involved. I believe what's done in the dark will come to the light. You'll see somebody coming from dinner, riding in the car. Somebody gonna see somebody. That is my damn business up over here.
But, oh my God. But Yvette, seriously, if they come to you, this happened 3 years ago. If they come to you and ask you, and you're friends with him, you're friends with her, she'll bring something in your face that you already know I don't agree with. And come and ask me, what the hell am I supposed to say? But then I was told I should have had her back. Oh no, you brought me into this shit. So
right. But you know what, Heidi? Sometimes when you're that person and they end up mending it and working it out, you're looked at as the friend that tried to break them up. It's like crazy. It's a risk. You know
and
what
it's
I'm
funny.
saying?
Right. I stayed away from them for a year so they can work out all their issues. I introduced them to, was going to counsel them. And up until during COVID, we actually started talking again. I left that whole situation alone because, I was getting phone calls from her, phone calls from him, and I don't want to be in the middle. So-and-so said, what would you do? No, don't put me in that. So I just step
Mm-hmm.
back. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what I have to do. I step back.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Okay. Well, going back to the
something
whole Derrick
to
situation, I was kind of thinking about this. What if she's really not this weak woman, and what if she's in control? Do you, by chance, think that maybe she's all like, hey, we ain't gonna F up this brand, so let's go ahead and put this statement out. Let's go ahead and try to get the people back on our side. You know, she's talking more because remember, we didn't even know who she was. And now
you
all of a
never
sudden
saw a
she's
picture
out
of her.
talking. What you say, Heidi?
You never saw a picture of her. He never had pictures of her up until like
Mm-hmm.
what, 6, 7 months ago?
No, 3 months ago in January.
Okay, but that's when it came out. It came out. She found out something before those pictures started going up, because then she started posting all of these religious things. You got to remember that. Before it was all
Mm-hmm.
about them taking trips, all about this, and all of a sudden the turn. She started posting all these scripture stuff about wives love your husbands, husbands love your wives, all of this stuff. Think about it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
And
because yeah.
what about you, Yvette? Do you think that this might be her idea of trying to do damage control, or she's just going along with his plan? What if she's the one in control, really, and we just don't know?
I think it's calculated.
Yeah.
I really do think this was well planned out. Now they're trying to, he's been exposed. And one thing, he messed around with the wrong blogger. Let's just put it like that, because she's gonna dig and dig and dig and twig until she get it.
Yeah.
And whatever rules they were running over there, you know what I'm saying? Because listen,
Right.
all of us women, you're a man, AT2, but us women, just like I think Kimmy said in your chat, we have intuition. Okay,
Yeah.
you know something is different. A man's patterns start to change. Oh, they coming home from work later and later and later. They taking more and more business trips. Oh, they don't invite you out. The dates stop. All kinds of stuff. That's when I call them private detective. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, she knows, and
She
that's why I
knew.
said this stuff is calculated. And now she wants that victim, that women's sympathy. I ain't giving it to her, because there's no way you
Ooh.
can tell me that this chick with the weight. And let's just be real. The guy is attractive. Okay, let's just be real. I'm sure she's aware that, just like any of us in relationships, you can look but don't touch. But at the end of the day, Tasha K cannot be the first person that has exposed his cheating. This is a pattern, and she's been aware of this.
Exactly, because
Period.
with us being YouTubers and stuff like that, how many people we get in our DM saying like, "Hey, did you know this and that is going on?" And we get like so many rumors about people. So I
Yeah.
highly doubt this is like her first time getting information about this. She
Right.
probably already knew and was all like, "Hey, we about to clean this up. We ain't gonna mess up the money," because at the same time they're plugging the book. So, do
Right.
you think that she should come out with her own book? I'm gonna start out with you first, Heidi.
No, okay, here's what I'm confused about. I understand what you're saying right now, but neither one of those women had ever contacted her. So unless there were some other women in between them that could have contacted her when they realized they were married, well, yes, that's when all the postings and everything started. But as far as, oh God, I don't know. This is just, she needs her husband porn video with the other woman. That's what she needs to write about.
And Smooth just mentioned that too. But what I was thinking was that maybe this is going to translate into a TV deal. They own reality show. Like they're going to monetize off of this. This is what I think. So I'm gonna start out with Yvette first. Do you think this is probably the smartest move for her to try to monetize off of this?
Oh yeah, they'll probably be on the next season of Marriage Boot Camp.
Yeah. Or the OWN network.
I was thinking the OWN network, yeah, because we know Ayanla got canceled, so they can't fix my life. So
Yeah,
I'm definitely
said,
thinking,
I'm out of here fixing these crazy people lives.
Serious,
right.
the OWN network, they're gonna be like Martell, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry.
So
It's
Heidi, what do you
sick.
think? Do you think they got a reality show, a book deal, a TV movie in the works or something?
This is it's sad all the way around. If they could, you know what? Why would you want to make money off of her pain? Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the woman. Look in her eyes. It's like there's nothing there. There's no light. Why would you want to make money off of that? Why do you want to keep exposing her to more and more? These are two. Who knows? He's been cheating for years. So who else? What else is going to come out the woodwork? What kids might he have out there? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to expose your wife for what? Some money?
Right. I definitely agree with that. But, just think about it this way. She all like, okay, well, everybody know about her. Well, they both can be like, well, everybody know about our business. Why not put it out there, get on TV? Because the TV is going to be more lucrative than the YouTube because, people are going to be harassing them in the comments now because I noticed they don't delete their comments at all, which
No.
I appreciate. They don't delete the comments. People are in there going in on them. And so at this point, it's all like, we might as well do a TV deal.
You got to think about the kids. Come on, AT2. These kids are going to grow up. They're going to read this stuff. Come on now.
The kids will probably forget about it. But what do you think about that? Like, would you monetize off your pain, Yvette? Let us know.
Absolutely. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, if I could, I would. But y'all, let's be honest. Look at Wendy Williams. She done sat up there on that good old purple chair for damn near 40 years, okay? Yep. And she admitted in that documentary, I knew he was cheating for 15 years out of the marriage. I'm like, say what now? So you understand what I'm talking about when it comes to contracts and things like that. He was her manager. She had too much to lose if she rolled out. But she get on TV acting like she's such this strong, but she truly was broken on drugs, and it's not alleged. It's what she said. Right.
So Cocaine Kells brought up a good point. If she didn't want anyone to know, then she would have locked down her IG because I was surprised.
Yep.
I was able to go to her IG and it was open. I thought for sure she would private it or she would just shut it all the way down. But
that's to expose him. That's to make him look bad.
Oh, you think that's what it is, Heidi? Explain more. I'm interested.
I'm serious because she's been hidden for so long. Now it's there. She wants you to see what she's been dealing with. That's why she still hasn't privated her stuff. She wants it out there. She wants him to look seriously. She's trying to hurt him like he's hurt her.
Yeah.
Let's put it all out there.
I definitely think this is going to lead out to a TV show or something like that.
I'm not watching that mess.
Well, me and Yvette is going to watch it and we're going to enjoy it and do a review. And you can be in the comments, Heidi.
No, you know what? Somebody just said they need to start an OnlyFans. Shit, he has an OnlyFans. He got links swinging all over the place. He done made several porns.
Wait, he has an OnlyFans?
No, I'm being funny. Because she was watching his porn with his women. So she might as well put that on OnlyFans right now and make some money off of it. Because they say he's hung. So, okay, let's put it out there. Let's see it. And let her sit there and critique his movements. Oh, well, he don't do that with me. Oh, is that something new? Huh. Yeah, let's put that out there.
It's crazy. It's shocking what goes on. And y'all know Wendy was basically like, I'm surprised this one held on for 15 years. When she said that, I was like, wow, nothing that I see now in TV land, reality world. You know what I'm saying?
She came out because that baby was there. Because everybody found out about the baby. That's why she came out.
Right.
And that's what I
think
said.
like if we didn't find out about the baby, I think she still would have been with him.
Yep, and his contract was coming up. Yep, his contract was coming up. His contract was coming up. Because when you rolled up and you pulled that that Phantom, that Rolls Royce that he bought baby girl and had the I was like
living down the street, all the shenanigans.
Oh, she had that planned out. Rolled up, put it on there, and it's gone. Picked it up. Wendy had all of that planned out.
Well, speaking of that, not that it's been to that extent, but have you ever had a girlfriend where her dude picked her up from work, but not just rode in her car and picked her up from work, was late picking her up, and he didn't have a job, and he was late? Have y'all ever been in that situation?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Back when I was young and dumb in my brand new Lexus.
It was you, Yvette. It didn't happen to a friend.
It was me too. Except for he had a job.
He had a job.
That Bama of the decade was supposed to pick me up in my own car, stood at the bus station for 3 hours. 3 hours. Okay. In my car. In my own damn car. Okay.
Hey, and you took him back too, huh, Yvette?
Yeah, I was still with that Bama. You know, I was young and dumb.
And then Heidi, what happened with your situation?
His car was in the shop, and I'm gonna drop you off at work. Okay, I get off at 3:30. I don't give a shit what time you're used to getting off. I get off at 3:30. That means you have your butt at 3:30. What 3:30? My car not out there. 4:15. My car not out there. Next thing I know, my phone's ringing. I'm here. I'm like, you where? I'm outside. I said, did you go to the hospital? Okay. When I got in the car, I said, give me my keys. Matter of fact, you get on that side. That was the last time he drove my vehicle.
That was it for you.
That was it. I'm not waiting for my own shit. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. You go get your shit or go rent something. And then he always said something else. No, we're not doing that. That was my last time. Nope.
Right.
And then I have to be to work at 6:30 in the morning. So I would drop him off around 6 o'clock. And I don't care if the building didn't open to 8. You ain't taking my car. There you go.
Right.
That's all right there.
What,
He told me it was his cousin. We had a steak and a shake. Oh wow! No cousin.
Yes, Juanita Bynum. Oh my God! Yes, I remember that.
Yes.
Oh, Juanita Bynum. Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Rasha said she was about to run the OnlyFans to go see the package. Rasha, wait, she might leak the video. Seriously, keep watching that IG. She might put that video out there.
Oh my God, y'all are crazy.
Now, here's the question: did he show it to her, or did she find it? Because she said she was watching his When she said she was watching his secretions, I'm like,
Yeah, I was like,
I rewinded it and I went, huh? Did he show it to her, or did she find it?
Oh, you know what? That's a good. Well, here's my thing. I guess it doesn't matter if she found it, or he showed it to her, because she's still there. So obviously it didn't matter to her. You know?
He still have his pee-pee, unlike Lorena Bobbitt, who would have lopped it off. But okay, yeah, that would come off. Went in the blender, and I would have made him drink it. Here you go. It might grow back.
Let's not forget about the blue dress that Monica Lewinsky saved.
The dress.
Okay, I am so sorry. Bill did not have sexual relations with that woman. Okay, Bill did not do that. She just happened to be underneath his desk slobbing the knob. That's a difference. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
And took a little DNA with her.
Before we continue, let me go ahead and ask the people: are you guys watching? Are you guys going to watch the Jackson family dysfunctional TV show. Are you guys gonna watch it?
I'm gonna have
Press
to watch it so I
1
can comment.
if you guys are gonna watch it. Press 2 if you refuse to watch it. Let's go ahead and play a commercial. I know you guys have been waiting, like, what's going on with the dating game? Well, remember I told you, I need more bachelors and bachelorettes. Come on, y'all, don't be scared. Don't y'all want to find love? Well, I am excited to announce that we have another bachelorette in the running by the name of Kiana. Make sure you guys go ahead and check her out. And fellas, let us know if you want to win her love and affection.
Victoria. I'm 23 years old. I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida. I turned 24 July 16th, so that means I am a Cancer. I have 2 jobs, so I am very independent. I have my priorities in check. I live by myself. I do know how to be submissive, so I am looking for a man to lead. I live in reality, so that means I'm a realistic person. I'm very humble, very shy at first, but I'm so funny. I have a very bright personality, and I'm just an amazing person.
Hit me up at at2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Again, that's at2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. See you soon. See, that's why I like Kimmy Renee, because she said she gonna go ahead and watch it. Unlike y'all saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch it." No, screw y'all. I'm watching the mess. I want to see it crumble and fall down.
I'm gonna have to watch it, AT2, just so I can review his movements. That's all.
Right. We have to do hey, we are bloggers. It's our job to report on it. Even no matter how much of a mess it is, it's our job to report on it. So we can't pass up content.
You know what? I'm gonna reach out to her in the DMs. I'm gonna say, you know what? Ooh. You look like you need a friend. I'm gonna introduce her to Tom, Dick, and Harry and see how he likes it.
So question for you guys. Do you feel like she's a woman with low self-esteem? We're gonna start out with you first, Heidi.
Now she is. I didn't think she was at first. Now she is. She looked like she was outgoing. She used to like to go to parties. She liked to travel. Now she just looked beaten and broken to me. I mean, not beaten like physically, but beat down and broken. So yeah. I don't think her self-esteem is there. Then again, everybody keeps saying that it may be, that she is his pimp and she's pimping. I don't know, but she looks like she's broke down to me and beaten. So I think her self-esteem is gone. And I've been around a couple of my friends like that. So there's no life in her eyes right now.
Right. And what about you, Yvette? Do you think she's a woman with low self-esteem, or this is kind of like strategy for her to have a book or a TV deal?
I'm gonna have to go with Cocaine's. I forget her last name in the comments. Shout out to y'all in the comments that see Rosie. Yeah, it seems like it's a ritual for me. They're trying to, get to a certain level. First comes the embarrassment, being exposed. She's down with the get down. She get on there with a good old bonnet. Now there's bonnet memes all over the place. I don't see her being a victim. I see next week she's gonna be iced out in diamonds and jumping out of her Range Rover. That's what I see. I don't see a woman in distress.
Oh, you think she's probably gonna have like a whole team with her now?
Oh my God, you really
think hair nails done? She might even start doing her own R&B, dropping it like a hot Christian video.
No, but I don't see that. I'm sorry, Yvette.
I know. It's okay. Everybody.
If this is for monetary gain, I think it's sad that you put her through this.
Yeah.
If she's a part of it, well, she's dumber than what she appears. But it's just sad to think that you would put everything out there. And I'm telling you, Derrick didn't know this was coming until he went at Tashak when she talked about that book, and he called her out. He was wrong. When you call, the devil will show up. I'm not saying she's the devil, but she damn. I keep telling people, stop knocking, because people gonna open that door, and not just one, but two. And I'm waiting to see how many more come out before the weekend hits.
Ooh, Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind said I didn't have my glow up till after I finally understood my worth and left. Wow.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Georgia, I like that. That is true.
Right.
This chat is lit. This chat is
Yeah,
really
I'm
lit.
loving this chat. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. That's why I put y'all on the side and me in the middle so I can read.
Yeah.
Also, I want to ask another question. As far as her, you know, I know we kind of talked about her monetizing and stuff like that, but I felt like she should have came out with a line of bonnets now because everybody's talking about the bonnet. I feel like she should come out with a line of bonnets. Like, do y'all
That's just
think
to hold
that
your
was
hair up. They wear those with braids. That's nothing new. She bought it right at Sally's beauty supply. That ain't new.
but she can have a special bonnet. You know, she can have a glitter bonnet. You know, a bedazzled bonnet. She can have
Black
different
men don't
styles of
cheat
bonnet.
until they do. Black men don't cheat until they do. That's
Or she get, or it can read, I'm still with Derrick. Now what? She can make some coins now. I mean, she's
Right.
exposed. She's out there. And like Kimmy Renee said in the chat, like, where has she been all this time?
He married
know?
her because she was pregnant. That's the only reason they got married. They've known each other for years. He married her because she got pregnant.
Right.
Mhm.
He
But
has hidden
they're
this
saying,
woman away.
yeah, but they saying that he didn't make her public. You know, a lot of the mistresses are saying they didn't even know he
Yep.
was married. You
No,
know,
He said
told
that,
him he was
you know, they were
separated.
broken up.
Yep, he told him he was separated. But the one that went to his house slept in her bed. In her house. Come on now.
Right,
Uh-oh.
dude.
That whole damn house would have been burned down. Seriously. Him too. Not
Wait.
just the bed, the house. Had her friends over to their home. Well, no, it's a house. It's not a home. It's a house. Yeah.
Derrick's property, the bonnet. She said,
Yes.
bonnet and mask.
Right. I think also I just thought about this right now, but what if, you know, this is a thing where like she probably got convinced in either in her church or by Derrick that, hey, you don't need to dress up, you don't need to look like this, you're beautiful how you are. Because you got to remember, Derrick was selling the image, you know, he was more docile when it came to Kevin Samuels, when Kevin Samuels tell you you average, and you know, and he would be like, oh, I love stretch marks. He basically told women what they wanted to hear.
He
Do you
did.
think it was a mental thing where he probably told her like, you're beautiful no matter what, but
Yep.
yet he still wanted the video models and everything like that? I'm gonna start out with Yvette first.
Oh my God, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Like, I really, really have to think about that one. Honestly. What? Yeah, you might have to come back to me later on that one.
Okay, what about you, Heidi?
What was the question?
It was you know, maybe mentally, you know, you think that either the church or Derrick, because Derrick kind of has the image where he would tell people like, you know, he loves stretch marks, you know, women are beautiful, it doesn't matter what a man says to you, and he was telling her all the things about her not having to dress up, and maybe it got to her head where she really felt like, oh, I don't need to look like this or that, you know, and it really got to her emotionally, and now she thinks like, oh, I can look like whatever and I'm still a beautiful woman, which anybody watching, we are not saying she's ugly. We're not
She's a
saying
beautiful
that.
woman.
She's a beautiful woman. Yeah.
Is she old school Pentecostal? But then I think with Mary Crosby, and that's a no. I don't know. I'm just looking. I went back through her IG and I looked at all the pictures of how she was, how she dressed, you know, and then to see over the last 3-4 months, something has changed.
Right.
But then he's good at telling women what they want to hear, but who knows? But then to tell, oh God, he's disgusting. Tell these women that you're not together, she's not good in bed, she doesn't satisfy you, and she has to hear all this stuff. Oh, I feel so bad for her.
Right. And you know what? I was just thinking about that too, because he also said, if you get cheated on, you should leave. But yet he's the one cheating and his wife is still with him. So it's a
Yep.
lot of contradictions,
It's not he's not practicing what he preaches. You know what I have to be like? You're gonna be like Barry White. Practice what you preach, baby. That's all. Practice what you preach.
Oh, and Mel, you are right. The Jamaican woman that recently came out with
Yep.
Tasha, she said like he does want his woman to dress up and stuff like that. And maybe she stopped. I don't know.
Something changed. So you get into some type of other religion. Go back, look at IG. Go look at her stuff. She just did. I had to go back and make sure that was the same woman that was in those pictures.
Right. It does look like two different women.
Yep.
It do look like two different women.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I have a question for both of you. And this happens. Hopefully nobody get offended, but I'm gonna just say it with my chest. And why not? Y'all, like Rasha said, I should have had some docile women on here because y'all too strong. I let her say it, not me. Rasha said that. So don't be in my comments talking about I said women need to be docile. Rasha, this woman right here said I needed docile women on this panel.
I like Rasha.
But anyway, I was thinking like, is the excuse of being a wife, being a mother is a reason why you shouldn't dress up anymore? I'm going to start with Heidi first.
No.
No. Do you think that's a lame excuse that some women say?
That's a lame excuse because seriously, I was told in my relationship, I go to work, heels, skirts, everything, hair pumping. Saturdays is like hair is tied down. I have sweatpants on. I go to the grocery store with sweat. And he said to me, why is it you go to work looking like that? And then when you hanging with me, you look like this. I'm like, well, I had to think about it.
Right.
I dress up to go there. So I had to step up my game some on the weekends when we're hanging out, going to the stores. I mean, I might not wear 4-inch heels, but I did have something on, and hair was down because I would just put it up in a clip. That's it.
Right. And Deidre brings up a good point too. At the end of the day, she might not have any F's to give anymore, and she cool now. Yeah, by now. And then what about you, Yvette? What do you think?
Yeah, I do believe, just because you're a wife, mom, and things like that, you still have to keep that partner interested. You know what I'm saying? The same things you did in the beginning to get that person, you got to try to keep it up no matter how tired you are. Y'all should see me running around here trying to find a little something, spice stuff up, put on a little something, because right now he's complaining like, all of a sudden you stay on this YouTube. And I'm like, well, it's something that I like to do. But then I'm reminded like, okay, well, let me try to balance work, YouTube, because this is something I like, and stuff that he likes. So you have to keep it going as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and that's what I did. So I started flipping out. I did. I just started changing it up. We would make time out, dress up, go to grocery. Who cares what the grocery store? But he did. So
Right. And I'm not gonna keep you guys too much longer. I'll say another 15 minutes. But one of my questions, and either or could start. As far as your hopes for her, do you have any encouraging words to give to this woman at this stage, or you think it's a lost cause? I'm gonna start out with you first, Heidi, and then Yvette, you go afterwards.
Get out.
Get out.
Find your self-worth. Pull your shit together. Get your self-esteem. Take everything he has. Get out. That's it. That's it.
Oh, wow.
How they gonna keep it real.
Get out.
Now, my take on it is, if she's truly a victim, like, Heidi was saying earlier, something about a cult, this, that, and the third. I really don't know enough about her. But what I see, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the fact that it's here's the evidence right in your face. And you sitting there now doing apology videos right by his side, stand by your man type of thing. Now, if you are a victim, I support you 100%. Now, if this is a ploy You know what I'm saying? To save
Yep.
face and continue to build their brand. Nah, I ain't rocking like that. We all know our self-worth. She's beautiful. She knows
Yep.
that. And a man, you don't need a man to tell you that you're powerful, you're beautiful, you're amazing. We are the most strongest. I'm sorry, AT2. I just gotta say this. But you know,
Go
we're
ahead,
smarter
go
than you
ahead.
guys. We're smarter than you guys. We're more powerful than you guys. It's just the way it is. You know, I'm not being
It's
funny.
debatable, but I'll let you have it.
Okay. But at the end of the day, I sure do hope that if she is a victim of whatever, emotional, physical, whatever she's going through, that she gets the help that she need. However, if I see her on marriage boot camp, then I'm already know what it's about. It's about the
Girl, they already went to counseling. 3 days later, they're all right because they got it together.
And shout out to that stupid doctor. Now, if y'all watched Tasha K earlier, I just gotta say this before we go. Now, y'all know that the mistress that she was talking to is a doctor, allegedly. Now, the doctor says she met him and they had sex, you know, met him back in October. They had sex, she got pregnant. And I'm like this. First of all, in 2021, 2020, where COVID was at an all-time high, who in the hell is out here rawing it up? You know what I'm saying?
Is that the third one? Is that the third one?
Yes, it's another woman.
The third woman.
I told you.
I'm like, who in the hell as a doctor is out here? You know, allegedly he been taking pictures in front of her big house. She got money and, you know, she got the bag. But I'm saying you going raw with somebody that you don't even know? Like, this is crazy to me. What if he gave you that package? Like,
he did give it a package. He gave it to her.
This video ain't gonna be monetized for nothing. So make sure y'all drop $1 or $2 in the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. They don't want me to be monetized at all. Go ahead and finish.
I'm sorry. I just pray really for this lady. I pray she go get herself checked out health-wise, you know. Make sure she, you know, for the next 6 months to a year, make sure she doesn't come up with anything. It's her responsibility to take control of her own health and her body. And you don't let anybody jeopardize that, you know? So that's my
this wasn't something that just happened. He stopped back in what? September? Well, that we know of. Who knows who's going to come forward next? So if she would have had anything, I would think they would have found it by now, don't you?
Yeah, you know, we would think, but you know, sometimes that package, you know, it could take up to 10 years to surface. Yes, ma'am. You know, there's no time frame. Some people don't show symptoms. You can see the finest people walking around, and you would never know. That's why it was so shocking for me that you, as a big time surgeon, you met him one night at the mall and in the bed the next. You know, I was shocked at that. That was really crazy.
He must have some serious game, tongue and everything else, because I'm sorry.
Okay. Yvette, you still got about 10 more minutes, or do you have to go?
Yeah, I got about 10 more minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and let Deidre on. Deidre Dazzlin, what's up? Welcome to the show.
Hi, Deidre.
Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good. What you wanted to add on to the show?
I kind of caught the tail end of what everybody was talking about, but I've been seeing everything on social media, and I watched the video, and I think what everybody is missing, you know, when you get to a point when you done been through, I promise you can see in this woman's face, this is not her first rodeo with this man.
Right.
And since I've watched Derrick, I watch him every blue moon. I haven't watched him in a while, but I always say to myself, why do he record in his truck? What is he hiding? Now, keep in mind, people do, like, I don't put my man or my man on social media because one of them is a politician and one of them is a fool. So I don't put my yeah, girl, I don't put them on social media. So, but my thing is, I always had this feeling in my spirit that Derrickjaxn had something to hide, and he was hiding his life because he knew he was living a lie from day one. And this woman, this ain't her first rodeo. Y'all, look
Right.
how beautiful she is on her Instagram. She know how to keep her man. She know how to dress. She know how to pull it in. She don't give a F. No more. She ain't got not damn more F to give because she's tired. She not even talking above a whisper. And I keep hearing people say, when you gonna leave? She need to leave. She has left. She has left. She checked out a long time ago.
Agreed. Agreed. I have to agree with you.
Yeah, she clocked out a long time ago, mentally and emotionally. She's probably just getting her coins together. And once she gets to where she needs to be, she gonna exit stage left and go be happy with whatever man she got now. Cause trust me, it's one waiting in the wings. Y'all know how we do. When we check out mentally and emotionally, we on to the next brother.
Thank you, Deidre. She has definitely checked out. She has checked out.
That is a good point. Deidre, we asked earlier in the show, are you going to watch the reality show? Because we know something's in the work, a TV movie, something is coming up. Oprah may interview them. Are you going to watch The Mess or no?
No.
No? You're not?
No, it's the same stuff. It's the same narrative. I mean, how many other people have? Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. They did this. They did this already.
Right.
You know, look at J-Lo and all her different men. Did that.
Oh God.
So how many times? I don't want to see it no more. I've seen it already. I want something different.
This is not Halle Berry. I'm sorry.
It's the truth.
Oh my God.
True.
We done saw this already.
I feel like they could reveal something maybe we don't know. You know, I feel like there's more they could say, and they're not going to address it until Tasha keeps bringing women out. Because from what we understood, they were good 6 months ago, but this woman is from last month, you know, or currently, you know, this ain't an old fling or whatever.
Nope.
So my thing is that they're not going to spill everything right now. They're going to wait until somebody pays them to spill everything.
A made-for-TV movie on Lifetime with AT2 Entertainment Productions. You need to get in contact with them.
Hey.
I like
Produced by Deidre, Heidi, and Yvette.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Lifetime, AT2, hit her in the DMs. Tell her, we need you to tell your story.
I'll play Derrick, and then y'all the other three women.
No, I was thinking more of like Tay Diggs or something like that. You know, where they get somebody chocolate.
Right. Y'all
and we're gonna reenact everything he did, every position.
Same position. Oh my God. Well, a question for you guys. I just thought about this too. As far as her, you know, what should she stay off of social media, or she should keep this thing going? I'm gonna start out with Yvette, Deidre, and then Heidi's gonna take us out.
I mean, she come too far to turn back now, you know. So hey, we'll be watching.
We'll be right. And what about you, Deidre?
She gonna say one more thing. She gonna come out one more time, and when she come out the next time, her attitude is gonna be like, "Look, I said what I said. I promise you, I'm willing to bet money on that."
Yeah, because in her recent video, she seemed a little spicy. You know, she was talking about this spiritual warfare, and she's ready. And you know, she had the camo on and everything like that.
Right.
So I was like, oh, well, she do got a voice. She ain't so docile and so dumb. You know, she's very smart. You know,
That's right.
Right. And what about you, Heidi?
Well, she came out with the cameo. See, I didn't even know, but that I didn't see that one. So that means that she's gonna be calling 911 and says she done shot him in the bedroom. So that's gonna be the last IG video.
Oh my God.
She had
Wow.
cameo on. Did she have the bun? Because that's gonna be the next call. She gonna be on ID Discover. How she snapped. That's what she's gonna be on. Let one more woman come out the woodwork. One more. And it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over with. One more.
Right. Well, I know we kind of said what is our hope for her, but I think at this point she's a lost cause. She already know what she's doing. Let's make it more general. What would we say to a woman in that particular situation as far as encouraging her on getting out of that type of toxic situation? I'm gonna start with Heidi first, go down to Deidre, and then finish out with Yvette.
Wait till he goes to work, drain the bank account, have everything moved out the house, have your own place, get the hell out. There we go.
And Deidre, what about you?
Ditto.
And Yvette?
You know that scene in Medea's movie when she told her how to get them hot grits on the stove? Hit them upside like that one day.
Al Green. Pull Al Green.
Come on, boin them.
Have them hot grits ready. But first, drain the bank account, move everything out, go ahead and get you your apartment and everything like that. Because they said, when women leave, they already got their apartment set up. They don't just leave and go to the street. They got their apartment already set up.
That's right.
Just like Sweetie, she got enough coins from Cuervo. He was asleep while she was getting hers.
Either that or Derrick gonna come up missing. He gonna be looking for him. He gonna be missing.
Right. Yo, ladies, thank you so much for being a part of this town hall. It was a good conversation. Like I said, no, not like I said, like Rasha said, I should have had some docile women on here because it probably would have been Rasha said that, not me. Remember, come at her. Do not be in my DM talking about I'm a woman that. Rasha was the one saying all this stuff about docile women.
Rasha. Oh my God, I've been reading her comments. I love her.
She's hilarious.
Right. But Heidi, go ahead and tell the people your new channel where they can find you at.
Oh, you know what, AT2, I'm gonna just put it in the chat real quick. There you. Oh, that's your thing. Oh no, that's that's yours. It's just Heidi Black, and yeah, it's fun. It's just
and
Heidi Black.
Your picture too.
My picture.
Your picture in your on YouTube.
Yeah, it's in my picture in my profile.
Yeah,
I wasn't even thinking about that, but that was your link. I just sent somebody my link, but thank you. I've had a wonderful time. You guys, Deidre, it's so nice to meet you.
Same here.
Nice to meet you. Yvette, baby, I love you. AT2, I love you, and thank you for having me on.
Of course, and thank you for being a part of it. And Deidre, where can the people find you at?
Deidre Dazzling on all social media.
Boom. And Yvette, where can the people find you at? And is there going to be a Sunday service?
Oh, absolutely, because I got a lot of praying and repentance for this conversation tonight. So I'll see y'all Sunday service at 11 a.m. and then Monday at 7. That's how I'm going to do it over here, the Dear Yvette Show on YouTube.
Right. And thank you, Deidre, for coming on last minute. I had seen you in the chat and I was like, let me try to text it to her because I'm using my phone, so I can't drop it in the comments. So I was like, let me text it to her real quick. So thank you for being a part of today's show too as well.
That's cool. Thank you so much for coming over to my live. I saw you at the last minute.
Yes. And then I ended up going live, and then you joined my live on the other one. So I appreciate you doing that. We support each other on these channels.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure out these lives because I didn't know you were going live when I went live, AT2.
Right. We're going to have to do a schedule. We need to do a schedule for next week so we all can plan this out.
Please
do, because I was every Wednesday and Saturday.
Wednesday and Saturday. And AT2 and Heidi went live tonight at the same time, man. I had the computer up, the phone going, man. I was on it was crazy.
Sorry, and I normally check, but AT2, when I had already said it, and I looked, and I went in your chat, I said, I got to catch the replay because I'm going live.
Right.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's okay.
I know one thing, Yvette. I'm never going to be up that early on Sundays because that'd be like 5 a.m. my time. So you
I
ain't
know.
got to worry about competing or nothing. That's all yours. I catch the replay and the Holy Ghost at the same time. But
Yep.
Yvette, you
That's
know I
right.
love you to death.
Just make sure you have your offering or your tithe or come back
Come
next
on.
Sunday.
Right.
We got to do the Sunday services. We got to do it.
Right. All right, ladies. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. And I love doing this town hall. Let me know in the chat, you guys, if you guys want me to do another town hall with women, not docile women like Rasha said.
Yeah,
Strong,
and
independent women. Would you guys like me to
Aggressive
do
women.
another
yeah,
town
I'm
hall?
gonna have
Let me
to
know in the
tell him.
comments.
I
AT2,
love
you see
y'all.
what so much Deb said? He's gone over to my channel to remind me black men don't cheat.
because Derrick is an exception. Black men don't cheat. But we're gonna end the show on a positive note. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the show today. Love all of y'all.
Thank
Deuces.
you guys. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
There's a
Good night.
hater in my house. Took a while to figure out. There's no way you could have all that jealousy. A demon is in your heart. 'Cause you shouldn't hate me like that. And you shouldn't treat me like you do. You should adore me, so I'm gonna ignore you. So I'm convinced there's a hater in my pop quiz. Tell me why you hate in. Tell me why you're mad at me. Is it 'cause I'm poppin'? Why me? Or could it be that you're filled with jealousy? Why you have so much envy? Is it I want more for me? And you remain the same. There's a hater in my house. So I'm convinced there's a hater in my house.